What's happening, y'all? What's happening, y'all? We up in the building one more time. We in the service one more time. Dan Quinn gone. Yes. Man, I was gonna go live regardless today. And then just hearing this news just made it that much better. Dan Quinn is gone. Dan Quinn is gone. Now, when I say this, just because Dan Quinn gone doesn't mean they're going to find a viable replacement. But understand this, regardless of what happens, regardless if the defense is sorry again or whatever the case may be, Dan Quinn had to go. He had to go. He had to go. The standard of excellence wasn't there. I don't know what the hell he was calling. Like I said in a post, about a week or two ago, I said when I watch other teams, especially like the Baltimore Ravens, I know what they running. I can see like, that's a 2, okay, that's a 3, or they was in a cover 4 right there, right? I know because they do their job, their assignment sound. When I look at Dallas, I'm like, I think that's supposed to be a 2. I don't know because why did Lion what the bro? His schemes were just horrific. Like, I don't know what the hell he was doing. He must have drew that things up the night before because the players he was confused. I promise you they was. And even I was confused. And even if the players weren't confused, they sure wouldn't go execute because they barely executed in big games, man. You see, it's a thing when you go against sorry ass teams, and sorry ass teams is not going to go ahead and exploit what you're not doing because they're so sorry, right? They can't even get over their own sorriness. So there's a lot of times where you see like, man, we could have got beat that play. Man, that could have been bad. Like for instance, the Panthers was running the football on us, but that team was so sorry they couldn't overcome their sorriness because if the Panthers had a better team, they would have gave us more of a run for our money and could have possibly beat us. That's all I'm saying. Because didn't the Panthers give the Green Bay Packers a good game? So all I'm saying, the Green Bay Packers smoked us. See, I'll be honest with y'all. I'm still not over this loss. This was one of the losses that just never sit right with me. This doesn't sit right with me, y'all. Not because of the L, because of what the future is probably going to hold. And I can tell y'all right now, the future don't look bright. The future don't look bright. But I do want to give a thank you to the Commanders for taking Dan Quinn off of our hands because he is sorry. Just like some of the players that he brought up in here is sorry. Nah, y'all, I'm about to say nothing good because I don't have nothing good to say. I'll tell y'all that, right? And y'all know, and y'all know, like you know what I mean? Like, I'll try not to do that, but this is the off season, right? And we're not gonna just give hope. Jerry talking about we gonna be all in. Show me, don't tell me. Show me, don't tell me. Because if Dan Quinn wasn't gonna be gone, he was gonna be back. And all you was gonna do is just get the same thing as you been getting. They say, what was this Dallas Cowboys defense before? It was sorry. What was it now? It was sorry again. You see, this is my thing, right? A lot of people want to accept mediocrity, man. This generation, this world now is accepting mediocrity. So when you get players and things that'll go ahead and just be halfway decent and beat on bums, that's good enough for a lot of people. That's enough for somebody to call them great. But we're going to pop it. We're going to pop it. We're going to pop it this live, y'all. We're going to pop it a little bit this live. I don't know how long I'm going to be, but we're going to pop it a little bit this live because we're going to have to talk. Because I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the championship games over the weekend, and I'm like, damn. I'm just thinking back. I'm looking at the Niners, right? I'm like, this boy Shanahan didn't have about what? what, about 3-4 different quarterbacks in the last few years, and he's back, and he didn't been to the Super Bowl about a couple of them. That scheme, huh? Coaching. But we want to go ahead and hold on to this mediocre ass quarterback, Dak Prescott, thinking, oh man, a lot of teams doesn't have that. Well, interesting, because I don't hear Shanahan complaining about what he got. All I see is what he's winning with what he got. I don't see other coordinators complaining about what he got. I seen the Lions, Aaron Glenn. I see them with a sorry ass secondary, like I said, get to the NFC Championship. I see when people say Jared Goff is better, Dak Prescott is better than Jared Goff, right? I see Jared Goff took two different teams to NFC Championship games and go to a Super Bowl. You sure he better than Jared Goff? I'm looking at Jared Goff and I don't see that he was the problem. See what we got right now, Cowboys, is a triple-edged sword. I'll say you got GM owner. I wouldn't say an owner problem because Dallas Cowboys is the richest franchise, but a GM problem. You got coaching problem, and you got a player problem. That's not a recipe for success. That is not a recipe for success. See, people want to talk about oh, Dak Prescott is an MVP. Who did he beat though? Who did he beat? Who did he beat? MVP on, guess what? They talk about Lamar's stats, right? But Lamar beat some quality teams. So what do you mean an MVP of what? See, we gotta stop looking, like we gotta stop judging greatness. Start trying to pin people that is great off of them beating on inferior competition. And people was talking about Dan Quinn. He's a great coach, but when have you seen Dan Quinn do some coaching? And I'm glad he's gone. The players liked him, so therefore he wasn't doing no coaching. Because I'll be honest with you, if Dan Quinn was doing some coaching, the players wouldn't like him. Let that sit in y'all head real quick. If he was doing some coaching, the players wouldn't like him. I just want to say a huge shout out to the Washington Commanders. I will never forget this moment. Now, I'm not saying that I won't be in misery in this upcoming season, but at least I won't be in misery with Dan Quinn. You know? Now, what would the Cowboys do? I don't know. Do they go out? I'm hearing Ron Rivera. I hear them talking about getting him, the old Washington coach, as a defensive coordinator. Now, one thing I do know, one thing I remember is that he does prioritize linebackers, at least with his Carolina days. Now, I'm not too sure what to expect from him because he's been a head coach for quite some time. But I mean, judging off of what has happened with the Commanders, I would say that wouldn't be too much of an upgrade from Dan Quinn, if we're just being honest. To be honest with you, I don't think you'll get your real defensive coordinator this year. I think you're just gonna get a fill in, right? Hopefully we can get somebody in, whether it be a promotion within or somebody temporary outside. Hopefully that he can go ahead at least for whatever he got, try to put some discipline on this team, because this team is lacking very much so. Very much so. Loke, I'm gonna get on that. Terminator. Yeah, hell no to Ron. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I think he's kind of. Yeah, I think he done for. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm getting in all this, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna be all over the place, but I'm cooking. I'm gonna get there. But yeah, if I had to give you an answer, I probably kind of would say no to Ron too. I kind of would say no to Ron too, just judging off of what he has done with Washington, right? Because Washington wasn't the best defense too. He had them two Bama boys. He had Chase. He had Sweat, and they still was sucking. Now his front sevens have been solid. Other than last year, his front sevens have been solid, right? with them Bama boys. So shoot, he co-signed on them. You know what I mean? He like, man, I need to Ron Payne back. So if that does happen, hopefully he'll prioritize front seven. Because I remember Luke Kuechly, I remember Thomas Davis. What's that dude name from Purdue? The D tackle that they got. The big what was a star Luke something his name is the Tongan at nose guard. I remember all them. I remember all them that he had in that front. So Dan Quinn, I mean not Dan Quinn, but Ron gonna roll with them fronts. Ron gonna roll with them fronts, but I don't know. I can't tell you the answer because one thing I'm looking at the people that's in the Super Bowl. I'm looking at the coaches that made the AFC and the NFC championships, and I see a whole lot of OGs who have took the time to innovate. I'm looking at Andy Reid, been around for quite some time. Back to the Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan, back in the Super Bowl. So what is that telling me? What is that telling me? Andy Reid have been to the Super Bowl with a couple different quarterbacks, win or loss. Shanahan has been to the Super Bowl with a few other quarterbacks. Well, lost. I can't say win, but lost. So what I'm seeing is a continuity and consistency with this scheme. I'm seeing is that we got some bright-minded coaches that not only has took the time to innovate what they got going on, but staying consistency. You see what San Francisco, they play with physicality. Regardless if people kind of see it or not, the Chiefs play with some type of physicality. They play with some type of physicality. They know what type of players they want that fit their scheme. They know they tight. What is the Dallas Cowboys type? We need to get some coaching in that can identify that. The type that Mike McCarthy and them wants that may work for some offensive linemen and things. But look, we know that Mike McCarthy this is probably his last year. We're gonna have to go ahead and have a huge overhaul. It's just is what it is. This is just band-aid, y'all. This is just band-aid fixings. They like, we know we probably gonna lose Dan Quinn, but we can't lose Mike too, because then that's gonna go ahead and cause something else, even though that's what it should have done. But they want to go ahead and see if they can build off of what's gonna stay, and they're gonna see if they can try to go ahead and make a run. But to be honest with you, y'all, because y'all know I hate to say this. Because even though I knew in the bottom of my heart, like, damn, we just soft as shit. I'm like, damn, we can't be that weak and that sorry that we lose to Green Bay. Well, as you can see, maybe if we doubt them, maybe they'll go ahead and come. Because it seems like when expectations is on, they gonna underperform. But when it's off, they gonna come through. Or at least that's what it has been in the past. I can't tell you what it is now, but one thing I can tell you is that we in some bad hands. We in some bad hands player-wise, as far as your star-wise, and we in some bad hands coaching-wise. And we got GMs that don't know how to get the right mindset. They may have talent all they want to, but they don't have the right mindset. And that's what I was saying. I think we have to be real active in free agency because we got to get some players that's already ready made that'll see Micah Parsons and elbow him in his grill because he want to do all this raspy shit that he been doing. So I can't right now as far as potential candidates though for this I think I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it too much. If anything, I'll probably just tell Joe Witt pull up, do it for the year because a lot of them gonna be gone once we get the new head coach anyway. Whether it be Bill, I mean Harbaugh, he gone. Shit, watch Harbaugh gonna mess around and probably go deeper in these next couple of years than we probably is, and that's gonna be so sad. I seen a little comment talking about Jerry willing to work with Bill Belichick. Is that who he's trying to do? I mean, because that's gonna take a whole cleansing. That's gonna take a whole cleansing. A whole cleansing. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Because I wouldn't, yeah, like I said, I wouldn't worry about it too much because we gotta go ahead and shit, we gotta get some new coaching. But when it but yeah, man, 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 let me tell you something, man. Because I think some of this got something to do with number 11 too. Let me talk about number 11 real quick. I'm not buying nothing of what that boy was talking about. Nothing. I seen right through that bullshit. I ain't even gonna lie. I seen right through that bullshit. Verbal? Hell yeah. Yeah. I could take that. Jerry gets rid of everyone that gets mad about losing. Hey, man, it seemed like it, Roderick. It seemed like it. It seemed like it. Let me tell you something, man, about this man, number 11. Because he's been a topic of discussion, especially since his L. I'm not buying it. Now, I think let me tell you something. Let's look at his track history. Has his track history been of the truth? This man looked us in the eye and said that he was content. He was happy with his performance, that he left it all on the field. He told us that he left it all on the field, y'all. Are you serious? Are you serious? And now he's saying that he hoped that we can go all in. Hey, Micah, some of the players that you wanted have came back. Some of the players that you wanted came back. You don't know what you're talking about. I always want to talk about knowing football. You want the LVE back. That's partly your fault. You want the LVE back. Yes, you did. You wanted some of these sorry ass players back. I knew Mozzie was done when you said that you was taking him under his wing. I said, oh, he's done. He's done. Yo, Mike. I'm ready to cook this boy. Oh my God. Because then you got these other people talking about it was all Dan Quinn. We know what was Dan Quinn and we know what's not Dan Quinn, bro. You can't, of course, you're gonna use Dan Quinn and others as a scapegoat because he doesn't want to take accountability of his actions. So, yes, it's the easy thing to say. We already knew that, oh, yeah, the coaches, we got different packages. So that tells me that the majority of your packages was Micah at defensive end. Bro, I see right through that BS. Like I said, he said he was willing to play linebacker. No, you wasn't. You heard the talk of you should be playing. You heard that talk. You pay attention to the tweets. You pay attention to what I say. I know you do, boy. I know you pay attention to what I say. Bro, you did not want to play linebacker. What middle linebacker in the league says I want to get 20 sacks? You don't want to play it. You was in there. Come on, man. We know that there was. Bro, let me tell y'all something, man. Because I know a lot of y'all not really understanding. Bro, him and DQ had conversations. Oh man, I think I should get to the quarterback. I think we'd be better off with you rushing. Come on, man. Bro, he is not a team player. I looked at that shit. I said, this man got, I said, bro. And then you see that he brought in, how could you take Swift serious? Because he was trying to use Swift to kind of back up what he was saying. I seen a good portion of it, especially the beginning part. And then how could you take Swift serious when he said that the Dallas Cowboys defense was one of the best defenses he went against? How could you take a man like that serious? I can't take you serious when you say some dumb shit like that. I can't. True Emperor. I can't take you serious. I can't. Bro, I'm telling y'all, this football is messed up. It's messed up. He said, Look at the film. Micah Parsons, please, please. One of these lies, pull up. Pull up. I'm going to get every clip of you playing ball. Pull up. And let's go over this film. Pull up. You telling me that you was happy with your effort. Bro, the Dallas Cowboys is in trouble with this dude here, man. I am telling you. I'm telling y'all, the Dallas Cowboys is in trouble. You are not going to win nothing with him being the main player, with him being the main piece of the main star of your team. You're not going to win nothing. You're not going to win nothing. He did not want to, bro. He said that he looked back at the film and he was content. He said it's a team game. We know that. He said, I want to win a Super Bowl. He talking about, man, as a pass rusher. When the hell is you going to talk about the goddamn run? You can hear what he's saying. You can see, like, you could dissect what he's saying. He's telling you what, bro, the worst thing that Micah does is talk, because he reveals his true intentions with his speech. The worst thing he could ever have done was get a podcast at this point in time. He should have waited to got the bag first and then open his mouth. Bro, I'm telling y'all something, man. One of the things that I'm proficient in is dissecting a motherfucker's true intentions. Bro, Micah Parsons ain't shit. I'm telling you, man, he ain't shit. Y'all remember what I'm saying? Other cousins, see, it was Dan Quinn. We know what Dan Quinn. We know that he wasn't doing no coaching. We know that part of what he was doing. Of course, we know that part of him staying there was Dan Quinn's decision. Micah Parsons wasn't going to go against it. Bro, if I say, hey, look, coach. Hey, look, coach. This team is sorry at stopping around coach. And I think that we'll be better as of right now with me playing majority linebacker. And I believe that this will help go ahead and solve a couple of holes on this team. Are you telling me that Dan Quinn wouldn't have been receptive to that? Dan Quinn can't coach. I'm sorry. The players like him. He may be a player's coach. He may get the players to want to play for him, and he can get a little bit of talent. But Dan Quinn can't coach. Name me a coaching job. What, bro? Like I said with the Seattle Seahawks, they coach themselves. He the Steve Kerr. He the Steve Kerr of football. He the Steve Kerr of football. Why does Luke Walton come up in the Warriors and still get the same success? And y'all know Luke Walton can't coach for shit. He is the Steve Kerr of football. You lost a 28-3 lead against against Tom Brady and the Pats. You telling me that you couldn't do no adjusting? Come to find out, when we go to Dallas, what did we say about him? Dan Quinn, you can't do no adjusting. It's the same thing. Look at these habits. You just got to dissect it. You guys got to go back. If you go back to history, you're going to see the bullshit that they've been on. I showed y'all pretty much every pass rush snap of Micah, who was supposed to be the pass rusher. I showed you run snaps. And he says that he's content with that effort. So guess what, Cowboy Nation? That's the effort you will be getting for the rest of his tenure year as a Dallas Cowboy. That will be the effort that you get. Now, you let me know, is that good enough? The majority of y'all with some common sense is going to say that it's not. It's not. And that shit pisses me off, though, because I'm a motherfucking Cowboy, man, to the soul. I was born in this shit, man. Let me ask y'all something. I see a lot of people talk about Jimmy Johnson. Ask yourself this question. Will Jimmy Johnson stand for this that Micah Parsons is doing? Will he stand for that? I know a lot of y'all gonna say hell no. Now let me ask you this question right here. Could Micah Parsons pull and do and play the way he's doing in the Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin days? Could he do that? Is Darren Woodson gonna let him do that? Huh? No. Let's go back. Let's go back to even newer. You think Brady James gonna let him do that? Come on, man. So Marcus Spears is gonna look at him and be like, yo, bro, I'm taking on 2 dudes. This is what you doing? Come on, man. Do I gotta go pull up some DeMarcus Ware highlights of showing you what the fuck a real pass rusher is? That was the motor. Do I even gotta go pull up some Tate Lawrence highlights to show you what a real pass rusher? Bro, he's not it. He's not. I don't believe in him. He has given he's this man said that I'd have been in the league 4 years and I'd have seen it all. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Ain't nobody Draymond Green this man. Bro, I'm telling y'all, man. Look, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna just tell you something, man. Oh my God. Look. Oh my God. Hey, man, this shit is crazy. This shit, I'm seeing the Dallas Cowboys crumble right in front of my eyes. I'm seeing the way that this new school is going to be playing football, and I can't stand this shit, man. I can't. This shit is soft, man. This is some real soft-ass football that we playing. The coaches is getting soft as shit, letting them people do what they do. They talking about Dak Prescott. He can't be Superman. Bro, Dak Prescott is who he is. When things get tough, you're gonna go to what you know best, and that's to be one read Dak. Bro, I'm looking at Jared Goff. Jared Goff was throwing the hell out of that football against the 49ers, bro. They say give Jared Goff. They say give Dak Prescott a real number 2 wide receiver. Jared Goff damn near had the same thing, excluding the running backs that Dak Prescott had. He had good protection. He had his Amon-Ra St. Brown. He had his tight end. Reynolds kept dropping that shit. Who knows what could happen if he didn't drop them ball? Bro, Jared Goff was money. You see the cool, and collect that Jared Goff was throwing that goddamn football. He ain't the reason why the Detroit Lions lost. And many had him better. When you ask who's better, Dak or Jared Goff, they say Jared Goff. Jared Goff sees the football better than him. He was always a better prospect than him. Bro, as a coach, right? These coaches are trying to do their best to hide deficiencies of their players, especially their quarterbacks. Bro, you didn't have too many offensive coordinators, a huge turnaround of players. When the fuck are we gonna just say, yo, Dak Prescott ain't it? He ain't it. How the hell is Shanahan going to the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo? You gonna tell me Jimmy better than Dak? Come on, man. Purdy is average. You gonna find out in the Super Bowl. Come on, man. When we gonna realize these players is not talented the way they seem? I keep telling y'all, these players look good in these situations because the NFL is mediocre now. Players that when we gonna look at as we go and scout in the draft, you're like, man, this player is not that good. But because the NFL sucks, they're gonna go ahead and have an opportunity to be solid. Some of these players that's playing now, that if it was back then, let's say for even as soon as 2003, 2005, you think that these players could go ahead and play with the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers when they was out there shellacking, having Willis McGahee on a stretcher? You think they could play like that when it's time to go ahead and get physical? No, these players are soft as shit. They soft. I get tired of people sitting over there holding these mediocre ass players and saying that they're great. I see nothing great. I prove to you there's nothing great about this man. I prove to you that Dak sucks We are saying the same thing year in, year out. Yo, he's not it. He can't read the field. If you don't have a Patrick Mahomes, a Joe Burrow type quarterback, then you need to be in the market for a quarterback every year until you can find one. Every year. What does Green Bay do? He said, shit, that's my quarterback right there. Let me draft. I know we need others, but let me draft him right there. And they get quarterback. They get Brett Favre, Jordan. Come on, bro. Aaron Rodgers, are you serious? Are you serious? Jordan Love is better than Dak Prescott right now. And that's pathetic. He is a vet, and he still can't read the goddamn field. That shit just boils my blood. Like, these motherfuckers is really sorry, man. They sorry. They really is, and I can't stand this shit. They always want to give that boy a pass. Why are you giving him a pass? What has he done for you to give him a pass? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Come on, man. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. What is your standard of greatness? They always say big players make big time plays in big time games. And we done had a multitude of big time games in these past 3 years. And who came up to play? But you want to hold on to these sorry ass people? Come on. That shit doesn't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You need players that's going to perform. Jared Goff performed. Purdy sees the football better than Dak. They could say Dak may got talent on the world, but it's a talent to see that goddamn football field. They say Baltimore Ravens was probably the best team. Did they win? No. Who won? A quarterback that's seen that field better. That Baltimore defense, that Kansas City Chiefs defense ain't better than the Baltimore Ravens. But that Kansas City coaching is. Look who's coaching the Kansas City defense. Spags. Somebody that's actually coaching. He coached his way to that dub. Who the hell is Patrick Mahomes throwing it to? A rookie wide receiver and Kelsey. Who else? And they beat the best defense in the league. You want to give this man Dak all these goddamn weapons. That's not fucking enough. You get, bro, these people really, do these people really understand what they asking? Who the fuck was CJ Stroud throwing it to? Tank Dell was hurt. This man was throwing it to Noah Brown. Nico Collins. Who the fuck is a Nico Collins? He had no running game. And he's in the playoffs in the second round. He not it. They keep relying on these players is not it. And you gonna give a 60 mil to a player that's not it? Talking about extension, I'm happy with that. Bro, we're not gonna win shit. We ain't gonna win out a goddamn thing, y'all. We're not. I'm not gonna sit up over here and just like, come on, bro. This is some mediocre, soft ass shit that we on right now, man. It's not football. When have you seen a game the past 3 years? God damn it, Dallas Cowboys out there hitting. We ain't seen a motherfucker get hit since J.J. Wilcox. When somebody gonna bring the pain? Of course, these players want somebody that's gonna be their friend. What up, homie? Dan Quinn probably out there throwing 20s and shit and ones and shit at the strip club. He they homie, not they coach. Mike McCarthy is a homie, not they coach. They homie. You need somebody that's gonna coach. You think Spags and Andy Reid out there going to the club with their motherfucking ass? Hell nah. They in there getting ready. Coach. They coaching. You know what's coaching? They said, hey, I know what Jared Goff needs. He needs a running game. He needs a good offensive line, and we can work with everything else. That's why they spend a first round pick. But when you say, well, what Dak Prescott need, bro, he didn't have everything that he can have. He didn't have a running game. He didn't have weapons to throw it to. He needs it. Let me tell y'all something. They said when it's not perfect, can he perform? No. When it's perfect, can he perform? No. 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 Now all of a sudden, Jerry old ass want to sit there and talking about, oh yeah, now we need to run the ball to stop the run. Motherfucker, you didn't see this the past couple years. Now it got so goddamn bad. Now all of a sudden you want to address it? Kind of shit is you? That's what I'm saying. Kind of incompetent GM and shit is he doing? Will McClay, he's supposed to be the GM. Will McClay, what the fuck are you looking at? What are you looking at? Soft. Your leader, soft. Your players, soft. Tank is the only thing from the old school that you got left. Hankins is the only thing from the old school that you got left. Because when it's gone, oh, wait. Oh, wait. Micah Parsons, right? It's most likely they're going to probably try to pay his ass, even though I wouldn't. Jerry would have to have some heart to do that, and Jerry don't have no heart. So Micah Parsons is going to be here. You're going to be paying for mediocre play for quite some time. He said, hey, Dan Quinn, maybe you'll take me. Dan Quinn, I would love for you to take him to Washington. Hey, Dan Quinn, can you send us Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen? Pretty please with a cherry on top, my boy. Can you also go get me that corner from Mississippi State? Could we get that too? Can you go ahead and throw us Brian Robinson at that running back? Can you get it? Can we get that? Can we get that? Dan Quinn ain't gonna win nothing up over there. We know what Dan Quinn gonna do. We know how he gonna do. The same thing he been doing. Dan Quinn ain't gonna win. He just wanted his opportunity. He like, he said, the way I've been performing, this might be the best I can get right here. You know, the Washington not too far off. You know, they might got a decent quarterback. They got some weapons. They got Scary Terry. Got a little running back. Got the Alabama brother. I can work with that. So he left. I thought about this though, but I had somebody else say this to me. They said, was Dan Quinn trying to throw off Mike McCarthy on purpose to try to undercut him for that head coaching job? That's a high possibility. High possibility. And when he didn't see it worked, it's time to go. Now, if Mike McCarthy have more success with a Joe Witt or whatever the case may be, you know what's up. Because Mike McCarthy was willing to can his own boys. He brought his own staff and he's like, this ain't gonna work. So he canned them. He canned them. Jerry Jones and the company wanted this man. Didn't work. Didn't work. If I'm a head coach, right? Is you gonna coach? Is you gonna do the best of what you got? Is you gonna really coach? Is you gonna really coach? That's my question. Is you gonna coach, or is you gonna be their friend? Second of all, do you know what to look for in a player, GM? Can we get a coach that know what to look for in a player and actually tell Jerry, like, this is what I need. This is him. This that dog. And then coach him up. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all ain't gonna listen. Yeah, some of y'all ain't gonna listen. I know. Some of y'all be like, man. He said, look at the film, bro. Micah, 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 my boy. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but Micah, you not him. You not a dog or you a leader. Like I said, you just a physically gifted young man. You just a physically gifted young man. You're not playing no real football. You put your hand in to what type of players you wanted to come back, they sucked. So we know that you can look up. You know, we seen your takes, they trash. What you wanted, they trash. What you say that you do, you trash. You said, man, they was getting the ball out quick. You know, if we get that, come on, bro. Everything you talk about is stats, sacks. And then you try to put your boy Dan Quinn under the bus, though. That's why probably Dan Quinn like, I'm gonna take it. Dan Quinn heard that. He like, I'm gonna take it. You try to put your boy under the bus. We heard you. You know, he deserved it though. But you ain't take not one accountability. You said that you content. Bro, understand this, Cowboy Nation. You would not, bro. The only way he gonna make plays is because the mediocrity is gonna continue to harbor around. That's it, bro. Because if the expectation, if the coaching was on par, if the play was on par, if the physicality on par, I guarantee you, Micah Parsons wouldn't be doing what he doing. That motherfucker would probably be like Bruce Carter. Oops. He'll be a Bruce Carter with a little. Come on, man. Bruce Carter. This shit is crazy, man. Football is in a bad state right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is. It's in a bad state. It's in a bad state. And those who disagree with me, right? They have yet to whip out that film, though. Because they know if they whip out that film, they're going to look stupid. Micah Parsons said, whip out that film. Micah, pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Because you got the right one today. You got the right one. Pull up. And like I told the little, because I didn't, people still tapping in with me. These other content creators, they still tapping in with me, telling me that they, you know what I'm saying, that I'm wrong and yada yada. Okay, pull up and show me I'm wrong. Show me on your channel I'm wrong. You ain't even did it yet. You just talking. Receipts is everything. Show and prove. Show and prove. Do you know what to look for? Do you know what you're looking at? What I'm talking about is beyond X's and O's. We know that when it comes to X's and O's, Dan Quinn ain't it. We know that when it comes down to anything outside of X's and O's, Dan Quinn ain't it. He had to go. The stuff that I talk about with Micah Parsons is deeper than X's and O's. That's why a lot of people can't comprehend it. They look at stats. They look at all pros. Bro, that shit don't mean nothing. How many tackle for losses did you get? We going off of sacks, pressures. Come on, man. Come on. And then you try to compare them to some real ones, though? And then people really go sit on your face and try to compare it to some real rushers that play the run. That only goes from side to side and maybe a 3-tech. Micah, to be honest with you, Micah, you should have got 20 sacks. You could rush from 3-tech. You could rush over the center. You could rush outside at the end, and you could come on blitzes. And you could even rush from the slot, like a slot corner. There's multiple ways where you should be getting sacks. You should at least have 17 sacks, a sack a game. So when you look at it from the grand scheme of things, bro, what he did was sorry. Put a Miles Garrett in a put. Come on, man. Put Miles Garrett with the same type. Come on, man. That's dub off the red. The shit that you did wasn't impressive, bro. It's not. And I see somebody showing the film, him hustling down at the lines when they ran a screen at him. Okay, that's mandatory. Bro, let me tell y'all something. At defensive line, it's mandatory to have a motor. It's mandatory. And he don't got a motor. His motor is hot and cold. They want to show one play. They want to show highlights. Show me the tape. Remember when we talked about the play? They showed me highlights. I said no. I'm gonna look at the film. I want to look at the film. I want to look at every play, and then I can tell you what's up with him. What's up with these players? So we cooking. Right now, I'm looking at the linebackers, y'all, in the draft. I'm doing first, and then I'm gonna drop down the defensive line. Then I'm gonna drop back up to DB. So you gotta look at the grand. See, when you judging these players, you gotta look at the grand scheme of things. Did he make big time plays in big time games? Did he show up? Is he doing his job? Is he hustling? Look at his technique. Is he playing field? You gotta look at all these factors. Let's think about if Rob Marinelli was judging Micah Parsons. What do you think he would? You know how many lows that he would give him? Shit, that's probably what the team needed. Hey, mom. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You think he doing that with Rob Marinelli, boy? Hey, we know that Rob Marinelli was a shit defensive coordinator, but you think that he gonna go ahead and do that, boy? You think that Rob Marinelli? Come on, bro. You know that ain't flying with what he doing. You know Rob Marinelli. Come on, man. He got on Tank Lawrence line, and you trying to tell me? And then Tank was like, man, he loved Tank after they like no loss. Who was he always used to talk about? Tank. He's like, man, I just love Tank, the way he plays with the run, the way he played with the pass, the way he hustles downfield. He said after every film session, after every play, I want to count how many people's in the screen. That's real football right there, y'all. Real hustling, real physicality. It's the trenches. This ain't nice, bro. This game ain't no nice game. But you want these nice ass players on this team. This ain't a nice game. This is a physical, a man's. You got to be a grown man to play up in these trenches, man. And y'all trying to have him in the trenches. At linebacker, you're in the trenches, bro. They talk about, oh, he can't get off blocks because the size difference. You got to do that at linebacker, my boy. What are you talking about? You trying to tell me that you ain't see Patrick Quinn got to get off these blocks? Especially if you try to play him at Mike? Know what these people talking about. They don't. Even some of these soft-ass little so-called ex-professional players or whatever, they talking this soft shit. Some of these coaches talking this soft shit. They got a soft expectation, bro. And then they won't get questioned because of their so-called experience. Come on, man. There's one dude, man. Bro, it's the standard, bro. There was, man, I'll be watching sometime, man, the coach from The Last Chance U, JB. JB, like, man, he's soft. And JB gonna let it be known. Like, man, this is soft. Bro, if y'all really look at, bro, I want you to look at a game, look at that tough doomsday, and then look at the defense today. They go talk about all these players is bigger and stronger, but that still don't mean that they're better. You don't even really have 2-a-days no more. You get days off for training camp. You gotta watch how many padded practice you have. Bro, what kind of soft ass shit is this? In order to get ready for war, you gotta spar. You gotta have war. You gotta be in the trenches. These motherfuckers ain't ready for war. That's a soft ass boy gonna bring in Swift. Bro, they got rid of your sorry ass, and then the Lions went deeper than they did with you. They replaced your sorry ass. And when I heard about it, then he showed his hand too when he asked Swift about the differences between the Lions and the Eagles. You notice that he didn't say nothing about the Eagles. Come on, bro. He miserable. He like that shit should have been me. He miserable. Bro, I'm not taking what these players say into look at the way, look at their standard of play. Look at their standard of play. Bro, Mike ain't been taught to play football. He's just been better than everybody else. So they let him do what he wants. I know them type of players. I've been around them my whole life. They let that boy do what he wants to do. They ain't teach him, like, Micah, just do you. That's how the coach is. We're going to put Micah, hey, Micah, just go get to the quarterback. And he got to the quarterback. Just give Micah the ball. They gave Micah the ball. Certain things happen. Bro, Micah has never been coached. Micah has never had no discipline. Look, I ain't going to talk about his mama or whatever the case may be, right? But his mama came on ahead and made a little 4-page letter talking about, be having the team. They with the boxing, bro. They ain't got nothing to do with no leadership. I seen his brother sit over there. Bro, shut up. You don't know nothing about no ball. Sit your ass down somewhere. You don't know nothing about no ball. Sit your ass down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, show me. Prove it to me. I bet you when you say show me and prove it to me, they fold. They fold. They fold. They want to kiss ass. Let me go have his brother on the podcast. They get mad because Jesse Holly. Hey, it's crazy though. When I say it, I don't know what they talk about. But when Jesse Holly says somebody who's in the building, and all of a sudden, now they got some merit now. At first, I didn't know what I was talking about, but when Jesse Holly says something similar, now I didn't know. Now Jesse Holly, even though he taking his heat, now it's gospel because it come from him, bro. We've been saying this shit before Jesse Holly. But one thing I can disagree with you on Jesse Holly, because I know you didn't watch the tape when you said that Tank didn't show up. You's a goddamn lie. Tank showed up. And if you ever need me to prove that shit to you, I can. Tank showed up. And it didn't make no difference because, of course, Tank is just one guy. But you's a goddamn lie to say that he didn't show up. Because I could show you that he did. And they was going away from Tank. Oops. So, yeah, dismiss me with that shit, though. I ain't going to allow no Tank slander, man. Because Tank, one thing for sure, when you talk about consistency, that's what Tank was. That's what Tank was. More than Osa, more than all them. I'm seeing Osa getting drove back 3-4 yards down the field. He too light in the ass. It ain't because I like the way Osa be getting all blocks, but the fact of the matter is Osa too light in the ass. And he don't provide enough pass rush for me to go ahead and overpay for him in free agency. He too light in the ass. He too light. We need them big boys who ain't moving. And if you do move them, it's only about a yard, maybe a yard and a half, and they're getting off. Not no 4 yards down the field. He playing with the line. Nah, we can't have that. We can't have that. We cannot have that. You need some real boys inside, y'all. You need some real boys. Now, like I said, when I talk about the Baltimore Ravens, now they did make an adjustments because that's what real coaches do, and they give up nothing in the second half. That's real coaching. That's real coaching. And no matter how good we may think Lamar is, Lamar doesn't see the field the best either when it comes down to scanning the field as a quarterback. We're just going to keep that real too. When you look back at things, who does Micah Parsons make better? Who does Dak Prescott make better? I'll wait. But they say they get mad when we compare him to 9, but we have shown that 9 makes people better. He done brought Laurent Robertson in. Laurent had what, 10 touchdowns? Double-digit touchdowns. And then after that, Laurent got paid and he was nowhere to be found. He said, "Thank you, Romo." He make people better. He throws at the bums that wouldn't even get the chance of a day. He even throw it to Jesse Holly scrub ass. And you know what I'm saying? He like, shit, Jesse Holly, man, go long on they motherfucking ass, man. And he threw with the Jesse Holly against the Niners with broken ribs. He threw a game winner against Washington with a disc in his back. Oops. Heart. He knew, hey, man, I got this mismatch with. And another thing, I want to address this too, goddamn it. I told you I'm going to be all over the place real quick. Witten. They get mad because he had a relationship with Witten. That's what you're supposed to do. You would like to have a relationship with each wide receiver, but you can always favor one over the other. And I'm sorry, Witten got open. So if I got somebody, I'm throwing it to Witten. I didn't see that the way that other people seen it. I didn't see the whole, but I'm not addressing what PC said. I'm addressing about what other people trying to criticize him. Bro, Witten was always open, bro. Let's just keep that real. Ogletree, oh my God, Kevin Ogletree, oh my God. Right. Who the hell is a Kevin Ogletree? Come on, man. Who does Dak? If I'm gonna pay this quarterback $60 million, he better be making somebody better. I look at they say Kirk Cousins trying to get $45 million. Bro, I'm paying that. With the quarterback, with the market the way it is now, where the money is now, $45 million, I'll pay Kirk Cousins 45, then I will pay Dak 60. I can tell you that. That clown boss Cowboys want to sit down with Micah's brother and buys the BS. Facts. I ain't facts, Doomsday. Facts. We need to trade Micah podcast. Hey, that'll be the best thing that this team can do. That 2021 receiver score better than what Houston and Green Bay trotted out this year. That cat facts. Facts, Chris Davis. Eastside Haraway love them Cowboys, man. He really love them Cowboys, man. Come on. I'm just saying, man. I'm just not about to judge things off of a mediocrity. I'm not about to accept it. I never will accept it in my life. I never will accept mediocrity in my life. And it just like, man, it's just disappointing though, man. To really like a team that, you know what I'm saying, since birth, that all you know, that's all you will ever know, is really folding up like this before your eyes. That's hard to accept. That's hard, but I'm gonna have to. You know, your two people that's established, that's supposed to be leading your Dallas Cowboys, can never do it. And I'm still trying to figure out. They say that Dak Prescott, it makes sense for the Cowboys to extend him. Why? How? And you talking about money wise? How? Why? You gonna get that money back if you trade Micah. If you talking about you're gonna be in if you're gonna be in the dead in the future, you're gonna get that money back. But I don't get the numbers. I don't get the numbers when it comes to that. I'm saying that it's gonna hurt the team. It'd be better to you talking about for the right now, man. Forget the right now, bro. If you're gonna keep him for a year, you keep him for the year and let his contract run out. Or you take on a couple contracts that can go ahead and provide depth. It's a real play in a trade. There's more. There's more than one way to skin a cat. It don't make no sense to keep him. For real, 60 million. 60 million to fold. They say Dak Prescott. They said Dak Prescott had his best. He looked the best against the Green Bay his first year. Okay, he had a running game, he had dads, and he had all them. And what did he do? Get bounced. Right? So that tells you they can't tell me that about no rookies. I'm seeing these rookies ball now. These rookies is balling now, yo. CJ Stroud in the first year, bro, we all, including myself, wrote off the like, man, the Texans ain't doing shit. Messed around and went to the second round. Messed around and went to the second. I guess he beat the Browns, though. That defense, the Brown defense ain't no scrubs. But he made them look like it, though. He made him look like it. So all this is telling me is that, hey, if I'm gonna have a mediocre quarterback, I best to have some beautiful coaching around him offensively. And Mike McCarthy, as good as what he doing, Mike McCarthy can't roll with mediocre quarterbacks. That's what we're seeing. He can't roll with mediocre quarterbacks. He needs him. He needs good quarterbacks. He needs damn near Aaron Rodgers. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. When it comes down to scanning the field, making plays, that's not that. It's not a good fit. It's not a good fit. They say, oh, if Dak was in another team, if Dak was with the Niners wouldn't be in a Super Bowl. I can assure you that. He freezes under pressure. You think some of that beating that quarterback took, you think Dak would be able to go here and stand tall and make them plays at the end? No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. So they could stop that shit. They could stop it. And it's crazy. They think that people I'm trying to wish bad on the Dallas Cowboys. No, I'm a Dallas Cowboys. I want all these players to succeed. But I'm not dumb and I'm not about to wish upon a star. You didn't have damn near 10 years and you ain't got nothing. This is going on Micah's 4th year. You know what he is. He's not changing. The vets are leaving. He is not changing. He is the vet now. And this is the mindset you're going to take upon, the mindset of your coaching, the mentality of your coaching and your leaders. Who is that? Who is that? Gonna fold under pressure. Gonna fold under pressure. You see it. See, with this mediocre NFL, rookies can produce more than it's ever been. Rookies can produce. So if you got somebody that's ready-made, look at the quarterback last year with the Niners, bro, with Purdy, bro. Come on. You got these quarterback. Purdy has won more playoff games than Dak Prescott. And it's his 2nd year. Jared Goff has been to 2 NFC championships, and they came in the same year. 2 different teams. So you know what the common denominator is? Jared Goff. Come on. Jared Goff probably gonna go deeper. You give him some better corners and some more upgrades on the secondary and there's another weapon. Come on, bro. And let Jameson Williams stay healthy. Come on, bro. Come on. So no matter what these people talk about the perfection, hey, the NFL is showing me different. The NFL is telling me what needs to be done in order for your team to go far. They telling you what type of players you need, the mindset that you need. They showing us this every year. And they yet to go ahead and follow that trend. You ain't gonna set no trend with Damone Clark at linebacker. Sorry ass boy. He's just not it, y'all. It's a broken record. I done said this time and time and time and time after again. Micah is a utility player. He's not a linebacker. I'm peeping that. He's not a real linebacker. He's not a defensive end. He's somebody that you can place at more than one position for whatever the need is for that game. He's a utility player. And you probably would get the most out of Micah on a more well-established team. But because the Dallas Cowboys is not a well-established team, you're going to be wasting time paying Micah. You're going to be wasting time with Micah. You're trying to look, no matter what they say, you're in a rebuild phase because you're going to have to rebuild that defense. You're going to have to. And now you're going to have to rebuild everything because now you lost your coach. So you're starting from ground zero. You're starting from ground zero. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I know certain people ain't gonna believe me, but the facts is the facts, man. The facts is the facts. We done showed you the film. We hear him talk. He say he is fine. He gave his all. If that's your all, Your all ain't good enough. Your all ain't good. If that is your all is not good enough. And that means if that is your all, then you damn sure ain't good enough to get this payment that you're gonna get. You damn sure ain't good enough to get that. There ain't. I'm looking at. I'm looking because I looked at a couple linebackers, including that Texas A&M one. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait to tell y'all that. But so far, what I've seen, it's not what the Cowboys need. I'll just tell you that they don't need that. But I'm still looking though. I haven't even put a nice dent in on the linebackers yet. So don't take that because I might see something like, oh hell yeah. But so far, hell no. That's not because now I'm looking at things a little bit differently now. Now I'm only looking for talent, but I'm really paying attention to even more this year the fit for the Cowboys. It's not what the Cowboys need. I seen man, I didn't had it on. I ain't been tuned in, but I've been looking more at the one-on-ones when I am able to watch these past couple of days. I'm looking at the LSU. I looked at the LSU D tackle, right? How he took the boy helmet off and threw it. I'm like, hell yeah. They talking about everybody else talking about, oh my God, that's a red flag. Shit, goddamn it, that's a green flag to me. What you mean? That's what the Cowboys did right there. What you mean? He put his wrong arm in his neck. Hell, I'm gonna take it. Hell, that's what I want. I want that nasty. I want them nasty. I want my D tackles in the trenches suck a Honda nasty. I need that nasty, my guy. I need that nasty. You know what I'm saying? They ain't suck a Honda nasty in the trenches. I don't want them. I don't want them. If they not willing to go hit, man, and stab that chest up and bench press that chest, I don't want them, man. I don't. Hell, hell nah, because he gonna avoid contact. Gonna tell me, man. Somebody gonna tell me, man, that wasn't his job, bro. Oh my God. I don't pay attention to them though, because them people don't be know what they talking about though. But you be amazed, man, how some of these people done been around this game and still don't know talent. And still don't know talent. I don't expect everybody to go ahead and be proficient and excellent. Oh, this because some more know more than others. You know what I'm saying? There's some know more than me. But when it come down to shit that supposed to be done, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. And I'm seeing like, and one thing I've been paying attention to these so-called professionals, right? I'd have paid attention. I think it's JT. I think I watched JT. I watched a little bit of Kurt, and I watched I think Chase Daniels cover that game. Bro, they was even confused, my guy. They was even so confused that they like, I'm just gonna show you the mind of a quarterback. What I'm saying, what it is, and kind of what a placement should be. They gonna do that. But when it comes down to identifying, I think what JT was like, man, I don't know what this is. I don't think this look like maybe a 4 or cover 2 shell. He was confused. He was confused as hell. So if y'all talk about leave it to the professional, these motherfuckers don't even know. When it comes out to other job assignments, like you don't even know. He'd be like, well, if this was me, then come on, bro, because they don't even know. If you pay attention to what they say and what they cover, because they don't know. They don't know. Remember, Warren Schack, Betty Taylor. He called that boy Betty Taylor. Now, one thing I know, you can't tell me that Warren Sapp don't know what it takes. Warren Sapp called that boy Betty Taylor. Picks and choose. Warren. I think T-Dub had best around it and showed me that clip. He called that boy Betty Taylor. Ain't nobody calling Ain't nobody calling out this shit. He worried about Skip Bayless. Man, Skip Bayless has been around for quite some time. You said you've been watching the Cowboys, right? So you been know how Skip Bayless get down. Now because he's talking about you, now you sensitive. So come on, bro. He's soft. He's soft minded. You could tell that what we've been saying and others are saying has gotten to him. Bro, that's not what type of dude I need. Bro, you got to exit this out. You got to exit it out. Exit the noise out. Man, no effort. To me, that boy a waste of talent, man. He a waste of God given. That's what I should say. He a waste of God given. Man, and gave him some speed and some strength. And they talking about him getting leaner. Oh hell no, bro. I think his biggest was when he came in. He need to get back his rookie year. He need to get back to that. That's all I'm gonna say. You got lighter to play on the trenches? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Bro, I'm telling you, and we talk about these professionals. Ain't Dan Quinn a professional? Dan Quinn told you Dan Quinn don't even know how to evaluate talent. Look like Dan Quinn didn't want to play Sam Williams. Dan Quinn messed around and told Mozzie, hey Mozzie, I think you should go to 300 pounds and play 3 tech. Bro, what? And I'm supposed to let the professionals be professionals? Bro, the professionals suck. Just because you're professional don't mean you're a professional. How did you get there? How did you get there? Just because they're professional don't mean that's why they get fired. Don't mean you know what you're doing. What's success? Come on, bro. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, man, who, come on, bro. Come on, man. This shit is crazy, man. So I guess John Madden, right? Oops. Come on, man. Come on. These fools is not no professionals. I'm not, man. That's why I barely don't even watch these other so-called professionals, bro. Because I look at that shit, I'm like, bro, what is you talking about? What is you talking about? What is you talking about? Come on, man. And like I always use this for example, Mike Martz pretty much showed a video last year that was pretty much saying that all of the interceptions that Dak threw wasn't his fault. When he said that, I said, bro, I'm supposed to be listening to Mike Martz. Come on, man. They're going to put their agenda out for whatever the reason is, man. It's about this money, man. We know that. It's about this money. And look, don't get it twisted. I'm not mad because Micah didn't want to get their money. I mean, shit, get your money, bro. But what I'm judging off of is this team winning. And winning ain't got nothing to do with this money, man. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't be selfish. I mean, shit, if you want to be selfish and get your money, shit, you got the family to feed. Never tell a man not to do that, but don't sit over there and pop this team player shit when you in it for the individual accolades. When you in it for the individual, you in it for self. Don't pop this team shit. Pop your Micah shit. Exit out the noise. You do, man, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna get these sacks. I'm gonna get this money, and I'm gonna feed my shit and feed my kids, and we gonna go about it like that. Man, shit, man, I can't say nothing. I mean, you doing your shit. You taking advantage of your opportunity. I ain't about to sit up in the hate. But when you, like I said, when you pop this team shit, when you say you a team player and you want a Super Bowl, they ain't got shit to do with money. They got shit to do with sacrifice. And we know you're not doing none of that, Micah. Once again, let somebody go against that and tell them to prove it. Tell them to prove it. I bet you they can't. Jahan Dawson calls out Micah Parsons' old quote about following Dan Quinn. See, hey, look, see, bro? See what I'm saying, bro? Man, come on, bro. So they seen it. So, but we not seeing this though, because they want to kiss their ass, bro. He wants to go, bro. I'm gonna tell you who I want right now before we go. I'm gonna tell you who I want from the Commanders. Hold up. I'm gonna tell you who I want. And I need all of it too. Because we're going to get them while it's hot. We're going to get them while it's hot. I'm going to need Deron Payne. I'm gonna need Payne. I'm gonna need Robinson. And either I need Allen, either you're gonna have to give me Allen, or you're gonna have to give me Forbes. And I need some picks. I need all that. You telling me that Dan Quinn wouldn't do that? Bro, Dan Quinn would do that, bro. I'm telling you, Dan Quinn want his boy. Make it happen. Make it happen. Dan Quinn want his boy. And we should give it to him. Dan Quinn want his boy, and we should let him have his boy. Oh my God. Jerry, if you want us to put any respect on your name, you bro, I 100% guarantee you. Bro, if they make that trade and they brought them Bama boys over here, I guarantee you the Dallas Cowboys, we'll be talking about we'll have, me included, we'll have a whole different tune. And I bet you won't even think about number 11 if you get them boys up over here. I guarantee you won't think about 11. You get them Bama boys up over here. Even if you get one of them. Just give me one of them. Give me one of them. Allen, that should be your 3 tech. To be honest with you, kind of what I said earlier, I kind of hope that they turn it to a 34 defense. I kind of hope they do. But if they don't, you know what to do. You know what to do. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, people go, hey, man, look, I know how to build a goddamn team. I know it's money. I know it got this cap, but I know how to build a team, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Your heart matters. Your heartbeat matters. And you got that running game and you got that front seven, that's your heartbeat. You don't need elite corners to make it to the NFC Championship, as you can see. But what is the Lions built off of? Offensive line, running backs, front seven, and their defense and their defensive front, it was solid, but it wasn't really all that. You know what I mean? Now they had some hell of a linebackers though. They had the linebacker that we wanted. We wanted Jack. I wanted Jack Campbell. They got Campbell, Malcolm Rodriguez. I remember me talking about Malcolm Rodriguez, who made a play, and I think the Dallas Cowboys should still go after Malcolm Rodriguez for the cheap. They better listen. Malcolm Rodriguez. You had the other linebacker that made that pick to end the game, the previous game. They had some linebackers, bro. They had some linebackers. T-Dub. They had some linebackers, man. That's how you got to build your team. They had Branch. Come on, man. You don't need all these elite. Focus on the trenches. That should be the whole thing. Focus on the trenches. You getting Diggs back. You got Bland. Focus on the trenches. Hopefully Eric Scott can come step up and do something. But focus on the trenches. All you need is really one look. You're going to have to roll with little man at running back. Can't forget his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Vaughn. You want roll with him. Bro, he gonna show up. He ain't a number 1 running back, so can't put that on him. He is a special Sproles. He don't need that many. He don't need 20 touches a game. Put him on your return units. Make him more involved in a passing game. And get him a few carries for explosive carry. That's him. You need one running back. And that's your bruiser. And you can fill everything else from the 3. But you need run. You this is for see some of the things that they drafted, I know will come through, right? I think one of your biggest things that you need to come through is Eric Scott, though. Because if Eric Scott can come through, that's going to save you a whole lot of money right there, I believe. The safeties, you already pretty much got them. You're going to roll with them. You paid Wilson, you got Hooker. They is who they is. You got Wanye coming back. That is what it is right there. So you got that. But I'm telling you, focus on the trenches. You even got, what's his name? 14. He got to go back to safety. So you got your safeties. Focus on the trenches. Running back, shoot, I'll go on that Vikings practice squad. And the dude that we liked, what was it from? Oh, damn. The 215, 220-pound running back, man. The one that we talked about that at times had the ball security issues at times. But that can be fixed, though. Damn, I can't think of his name. The smaller school, but somebody like him. You don't need, there's cheap ways to go about it and still improve. Unless you want to go all in, go say Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, give me 2 years. Because that's all he pretty much got anyway, about a year or two. He done took a lot of punishment, y'all. Tennessee done used him up. So you can get about a year or two. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Or Jacobs. If you want to put some money, say Jacobs, come on. You need somebody that's going to set the tone. If you're going to do the unthinkable and pay Dak Prescott, you got to fill everything else with cheaper options, but they got to be physical. Trenches. They talk about the Oregon center. I see him in the one-on-one reps. He looked good. He looked good from what I've seen. But we're going to look at that tape, though. Yeah, y'all know, hey, look, even though they look good, we're going to look at that tape. I look at T'Vondre Sweat, his one-on-one reps. I'm not looking at it from pass rush. I know his big ass ain't going to sit over there getting no edge or nothing. But is he powerful? I see nice strength with him. That catches my eye, but that's not first-round pick. Don't make that mistake like you did with Mozzie. That's not a first-round pick. Anybody that can't give me pass rush is not a first-round pick. But I would consider him the second, though. But there's some guys though that I see. I'm like, okay, I'm interested to watch. I look, of course, I know I'm familiar with the Oklahoma tackle. I think he got a lot of things to clean up. He got some things to clean up. But we'll get more in depth on that too. But there's ways, because I think I gotta listen to what Will McClay was talking about. He was talking about, I think I heard somebody say that they quoted him talking about they was looking more at the offensive lineman. Now I don't know exactly what that is, but as far as what he said, so I'm gonna listen to it in a little bit and see what he's talking about. But trenches. Nothing else. Your focus in the draft, your focus in free agency should be trenches. That's it. And I would like to get the mindset of the trenches from other players, because the Dallas Cowboys, we've been drafting some soft-minded ass players. If Osa put on another 10 pounds, okay. Because Osa ain't gonna give us no pass rush, bro. So you might as well fatten up. But trenches. But I would save that money. I would trade. I would look to get rid of Steele. I would. Just own your mistake. Get rid of his ass. Because you can't just keep having all these people up, man. You have to get rid of something. Or it could be Wilson. Get rid of his ass. Because when you pay Wilson for somebody, no, bro. No, bro. I can get that for cheaper. He didn't make his money this year. Still didn't make his money this year. Zach Martin didn't make his money this year. To be honest with you, Dak didn't make his money this year. I'm not paying Dak for the season, bro. We know Dak puts up numbers in the season, bro. When the pressure on, but when the pressure on, that's what I'm paying you for. and I'm overpaying you to underperform in pressure situations. They got to understand the mentality of players, and they don't. Because the reason why some of these content creators tell it because they were soft as football players. So they gonna go ahead and make excuses for other soft ass football players because they see they sell for them. We gotta be real though. We gotta be real. They soft. Anybody that make excuses for a soft ass football player, bro, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. So trenches. If you 2 picks up and some of the players that you wanted there, and you see that center, you go get that center. You trade up and get that center, 2 picks up. From what I've seen so far from the Oregon, I like what I've seen. And he definitely would help from what I've seen. But that tape, we're gonna get into that. We got work to do, y'all. But trenches. Yeah, we need everything, and that's correct. But trenches is the most important. Because without trenches, you might not make the playoffs. If you don't address these trenches the way that you probably would not make the playoffs. It's that deep. Everybody's going to get better this year, y'all. And everybody's going to address their weaknesses and make some. There's going to be probably some power moves this year. They seen how weak the NFC is, and they said, damn, we that close. We close. When you see Buccaneers make it, well, we kind of close. Look at the state of the NFC. It's any given Sunday. The Commanders, y'all, they not far off, contrary to popular belief. They are not far off. You might have to worry about them. The Eagles, they say, hey, look, Killer Moore, look, Fangio, man, get us some coaching. And they probably going to make some moves. You know, the Eagles be getting aggressive lately. So you got some competition to worry about, y'all. It's going to be an interesting season. And if the Dallas Cowboys don't go ahead and get them ones, you might not make the playoffs. And then we really going to be talking. But all right, y'all, I'm great. Get back to, man. I'm probably going to look some more at this Senior Bowl stuff real quick, man. We're going to see what's going on. But all right, y'all, till next time.